From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off in Detroit. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 10 black.
They send the tight end in motion left.
Ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He cuts it back right. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. It might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Right, ready to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchdown.
Hello, I'm playing my game in the second league. If you want to watch, I'm streaming.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Blue 32. Smith red. Blue check. Ready?
Running this one left. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this.
Wait, she said that you don't get to keep the house? What?
That they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Does she understand that you own the house and that she was never married? That's like a 10-year thing. And if she moves out at any point in that 10 years, then it's not a continuous 10 years.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Fury 50 green. Smash red. Drill green jack. Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 52, yellow, lining. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Down. 60 red. Switch. Yellow.
Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of like a tyrant.
Ready.
2nd down pass play coming. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one.
I was like, you live in this house. You're a roommate. First of all, does she live there under a lease? See, that's another way to stop her from claiming squatters' rights as if you give her a lease.
Black, 95. Blue is striker. Set.
They'll air it out on third. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got for big yards
Oh
on
my
that
fucking
side.
god. That was a pick!
Gonna be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
Oh, that's fucking horseshit.
See on your opening drive, boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Up, red, 38. Set, hut.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Extra point is up and good from Slide.
I can't believe he caught that fucking pass. That's crazy, yo.
7-7.
He caught a fucking pass that was fucking totally covered.
Now after time,
Like my guy, I even like used the guy like jumped up, had hands on the ball, and I was like, "Oh, this is a pick." And then his guy came down with it. I was like, "This is impossible."
out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
Striker, 3. Come on, set.
Play fake, it's Love. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Pass it down close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
65 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this
I know,
game.
right?
Little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play.
I don't know, but he might have. He might have.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Hut.
Jacobs can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Yeah.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here we go, set.
Receiver in motion, going left.
Hut.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers break the tie here in the first. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
York now for the extra point.
The extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Lions 7.
Right, ready to send this one away. Calvin Austin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready,
The
break.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Let's go. Black Ultra. Drill green. 6. Mega. Blaster. 6. Gold pink. set.
Airing it out to start this drive. He'll go down here, comes up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now.
Set. 50, green. Check white. Ready.
Give now to the running back. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
Ready.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Set, hut. Big rail. Yellow. White. Seal. Black. Hut.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Opposite. Red. 38. Yellow. Lining. Set. Hut.
Hand off to the back. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Down. Blue check. Blue 32. Hey, red.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range.
Black, 95. Ready?
Now give left side. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Packers loading up the secondary on 3rd. 6 DBs out there.
Here we go. Blue striker. Grill green. Hut.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And that's a touchdown. At least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. Well, you never want a penalty to take a touchdown off the board, but nobody to blame but himself here. This one's on him.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you point a finger at somebody else, there's 3 pointing right back at you, and in this case, it was all on him. Just losing sight of where he was on the field, and he and his team lose a touchdown.
Slide's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10.
Set. Ready. 45. What? Set.
Now Love on the play fake.
God damn.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay.
Ready. Ready.
On first down, they'll run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down.
Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
52. Bull. Blaster. 6. Claws red. Ready.
Takes the second down snap. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he loses the football. Packers pick it up. Their offense going to take over a much better field position. They get a bunch on that fumble return.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial
God,
tackle.
Jacobs so fucking
For no
slow.
gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. Short throw is dropped. This one's
center.
incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Pass brought in by Watson. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 40.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Running on first here with Jacobs. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Down. Yellow. 22.
We'll bring the tight end left.
Cut.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Jordan
defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Time coverage from the Lions. Third down.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32. Ready?
Third and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Fourth down, here's Love. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
First down, Packers.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Okay, go steal. Set.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, here we go.
One of the tight ends motioning left.
Hut, hut.
Play action, Love. That's incomplete left side.
God, Love sucks.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
52 blue. Ready?
Stick it in the air, Love. Got his man, it's golden. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
50 red.
Motioning Williams left.
Ready, ready.
Quick throw left side, complete. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
45, wide. Set.
Airing it out to start this drive. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
50, green. Blue, go. Ready.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a one-score game before halftime. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. And as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Lions cut the lead down to 4.
Lions 17. Joey Sly set to kick off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Let's go now. Set, hut.
And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Here we go. Check white. Blue 32. Zoom black. Motion. Set.
Here's the give. And he's out of bounds. Looks like he only got a yard. And that's going to set us up for second and 9.
36-yard line.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
White. Here we go. Blaster, black, red, green jack. Hey, red. Ready?
They're going to try and throw it here. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Lions have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Set, hut.
They'll run here on first down. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Come on, set. Blue striker. Needle blue. Slice blue. Black shot. Hut.
Looking in the air here. Escapes the pocket. And he can escape no longer. They roll him over and bring him down. And that's sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more, or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Red 38. 6. Mega. Hut, hut.
Third down from the gun. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead right away in half number 2.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 3.
Packers 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the... landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Shot. 17. Striker. 3-3.
Ocean Man is the tight end. He's going left.
Ready. Ready.
Love with it on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
His ride forward halted after a couple of yards. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
Tackle gain at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third down, they need 7.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
To the air on 3rd and long. It is caught left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Red, yellow, blue, 32. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Pause red. White. Set.
Throw here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Here we go. Set.
Love from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? Again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Okay, ready?
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on third down. They'll air it out on third. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Field. Ready. Yellow, 22.
Once more, it's Love. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Throwing again. Love. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A 32-yard attempt.
New York knocks it through. And that will tie things up in the third.
Ties the game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Okay,
Good
right.
field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Red, 38. Hut.
Going ground here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
The tackle by Quinn.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Blue is striker. Red, cycle. Yellow. Ready.
Throwing on seconds. Absolutely fires this one right side. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Black, 95. Hey, green. Feed old blue. Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. Downfield is fine, safe round. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Set. Ready.
Now a give running right. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Blue, check. Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Set, hut.
Back to the well again. And he'll have a pickup of 3, which is good enough to make it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
Yellow, 43. Ready?
They give it to him again. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Call it a handful on that run. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Ready, set.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Another carry for him. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Blue, 32. Set.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd down now. They need 7.
Down. Red, 38. Claws red.
Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
We've set it downs from 37.
Hey, look.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
45, wide. Moses, ready.
Love looking to pass. Finds his man over the middle. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on second down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Set, ready. Sticky, green. Ultra, go ultra. Ready.
Looking to throw.
No!
It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Lions take over.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Ready. 10 black. Set.
Trying the right side. Rolling into enemy territory. Again, he's got room. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they'll decline this and take the results.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Tight end in motion left. Love now on 1st and 10.
God damn.
Almost threw another
Why is he
one.
stutter stepping like
Throws
that?
That should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
Caught, nice gain left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. First down throw, here's Love. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 50, set.
Back to the air, Love.
Fucking hell.
No, they get him yet again. Dan Jackson takes it away.
Alright, that's basically game. He's going to get a first down.
Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defensive preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, That often leads to huge results for your team.
Black swap. Ready?
Right up the gut. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of a 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 5.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Let's go. Yellow.
Back-to-back carries here. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down.
Red. Black ultra. Claws red. Fury. Yellow. Hut, hut.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. St. Brown there to bring it in. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. The Lions readying for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Green down. 10 black. Ready?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Throw left side to Watson. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Here we go. 62 blue. Red. Yellow. Set.
Thrown on 1st down. Love. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target and really the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Love. Cut down the field, Golden. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
Set. Ready. 45. White. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Love now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kevin Winston with the INT. And the Lions will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Set. Hut.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Set. Go.
Line up the design keeper. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.